Hi guys, I just arrived home. I know I'm not gonna have much time today, but I already edited the video, so I just need to set this up and get it together, and I'm gonna put the video that I told you guys that I was gonna put. I just want to say that thank you so much for following me. Your opinion does matter. I'm gonna put the video because you guys kind of gave me the extra strength to do it. This will be my unlocking moment for sure, as you guys will know. That's it. You'll see by my hair. It's true. That's an old video, but you know, I wanted to show you guys in a more truthful way, and that was really truthful and felt. So I'm tired. It's the stairs. My building doesn't have an elevator. Why? Let's put the video. I'm not gonna say hope you guys enjoy, because that's obviously not the case. I'm glad that you guys connected, and I hope that you guys can, if you're passing the same or if you passed, be strong, and we'll be here to support you guys, and that's it. So put on the video. Hi guys, this is Kest. Today I'm gonna talk about a little bit about my life, and I don't want you guys to think that everything is really amazing and everything is great and I'm very enlightened and I'm a person with a lot of logic, and just because of that probably you think that I didn't pass anything or that anything happened to me regarding the Simian Line, as you guys know that I'm in a quest for the answers. There was a lot of things that happened in my life that I believe that you guys would say is like me. Like I said at some point, oh, this must be something really weird, or related with something really weird. I didn't knew why those things were happening to me in such a high speed, let's put it this way. For example, oh, my light is really strong, isn't it? I don't know. Is it better like this? Yeah, I think it's better like this. Yeah. So as I was saying, I had a lot of crazy things happening in my life. This was the year 2017 was the year where I had to just decide what I wanted to do, and I'm not a young guy anymore. So I had to choose which sort of path I was gonna take. For instance, I'm gonna just drop a couple of histories because I think it's, well, for example, I had, when I was 16, you know that kids go to school and they have a lot of time for vacation. So in Portugal, in Lisbon, at 16, I'm not sure how much time it was, but it was a lot of time. So it was vacations, and I got a ticket to go to my mother's village. My mother is from a village in the north of Portugal, so we had to buy the ticket in advance, you know, to save a place, and I believe it was even cheaper if you bought it prior to the day you were gonna travel. So this is really hard for me. Sorry guys, this is not an easy story, and it's Christmas, so now the time is not even the best time possible, but and I want to tell you guys, because I believe, like a lot of things in my life, and I think I'm gonna do sections on these stories, because there's so many that I want to grab at some point a couple of videos where I can say this and this and this and this were this, instead of putting them all in one video, which it would not make a significant expression if it's all together in one video. So if it's separate, I can talk a little bit more of what happened on that specific story. This is not my first story, but this is a story that changed a lot of things. So at 16, like I said, from 16 to 17, I bought a ticket for my mother's village. I believe it was my parents that bought, or something like that. It wasn't even me. I have the ticket, and the day of the trip, when it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, something like this. So my father woke up and he came near me at my room to say goodbye, because I was gonna go, I believe it was around 2 months and something, to the village. So he came to say goodbye, because I was gonna get on the bus that day at afternoon, after lunch, I believe. So sorry guys. So at some point, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and my father came to say goodbye to me, and the speech was like something like, you can imagine, it was not a goodbye like I see you later at dinner. It was a goodbye like I'm gonna see you just in 1 month or two, you know what I mean? So He came near my bed and he said in his own way, bye, goodbye. I'm not gonna dwell too much on this because this is just, it doesn't matter really the details. It will become sordid, I believe. So he said goodbye to me, and 5 minutes later I woke up. 5 minutes later, not even more than that, probably less than that, I woke up with my mother screaming, and my father had fainted in the bathroom. My mother went there. She couldn't pick him up. I was really struggling because I just woke up. He just said goodbye. I went to sleep again. I thought he was going to go to work, and suddenly 5 minutes later I woke up with my mother screaming. She couldn't pick him up. It was really hard for her. I was in a state I cannot even explain to you what is to wake up like that suddenly. And I started helping my mother, and we called the doctors, and the ambulance came, and they couldn't even take my father to the ambulance because my building was in construction, so they had to do everything in the house. He was laying on the floor in the bedroom because they took him there, and I closed my mother in one room. I spoke with them. One thing that I remember and that I probably will never forget was, you know, the moments where you see in movies that machine of the heartbeat where you hear the tip, tip, tip. So I was hearing them working on my father, and I was hearing that machine, and at some point I just heard the beep, continuous beeping sound, and my father died that day. I believe I was going to do 17 next month. One thing that I must tell you guys is it was so intense that even today I don't remember anyone's birthday or nothing at all. That was for me one of the moments where I had to learn a lot of things, and I passed really hard times. This is my first story on how I dealt with emotions, and how Simian Liners probably that are passing through something like this, or that is really hard for them because we don't express things to other people, so we kind of feel everything just for ourselves, and we cannot do that. We have to put it out there, and I'm putting out there. I don't really care anymore what people think. I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm a guy that did a lot of cool stuff. I did a lot of successful projects, and something happened for me to do this year. I'm gonna explain you all. I promise, guys. I promise that you're the only ones that I speak what I speak. Let's put it this way. This is my commitment to you. I don't say things freely for anyone in my life. I don't really have that need to just go around and say, oh, I had a bad time, on this period, on whatever. So I don't do that at all. I don't find the need to put my story on other people's hands. But I want my story to probably help someone, because I really struggled, and now I learn how to deal with it and understand better the nature of things. And it's really hard when you understand and you know that others don't see the same way as you do. So that's why I'm here, because I know that Simian Liners are different. I know for a fact that I had struggled a lot of times in my life to communicate with others in a proper manner, when I had fully notion that I was just different, because the communication and what I say, it was valid, but they didn't want to acknowledge it, you know what I mean? But now that I'm more mature and I still have some sort of youthness, I'm clearly gonna go against whatever it takes for me to explain and show that we're not different in the way that others should not acknowledge us. I don't want that to happen anymore. So my advice what I say to you that are still new to all of this is, it doesn't matter if you're a Simian liner or not. When you feel ashamed of yourself, when you think what others gonna think, that's based on fear. And when you put others higher than you put yourself, you will always have a downtime, a deception, you know what I mean? Because you didn't give yourself the proper, tap in the back and say, well done, you did it well. But I'm sort of a loner, so I kind of got to that point by myself. In a way, I'm very happy, you know what I mean? I have my dog and I love her to death. I took her first teeth. She was really young. I give her milk in a bottle. So for me, those things are more important than my job or, things, little stuff. Life is not about if you did the Excel, if you did the Photoshop, if you did whatever you're gonna do. Life is not about that. Life is about something else. And where mine was really like this, and now I'm grabbing the, I don't know what you say, the strings that pull, and now I have more control over my own life, because we tend to let others, in the beginning, okay, when we're young, we have a lot of notions, but we're not fully sure of anything because we're very immature. So now I can, oh my god, I just had an awakening moment this year, and for sure that will be a story by itself in one proper video, so you can understand what I'm saying. But that video cannot happen till these ones happen first, because I want you guys to feel from where I came and how I got here, you know what I mean? So this has to have some sort of time travel notion or timeline, so you can understand or try to understand. So yes, this was my first moment, and we all pass this. You see, we all have to pass this. It's not just Simian liners. People die, right? It's nature, it's life. But how a Simian liner deal with it is quite different. And when I say I struggle, it's because I was a young rebel guy, you know what I mean? And when I mean rebel, I mean rebel. I was a party guy, but I never lost full control of who I was and where I was. So I always had that notion that I may be a bit lost, because life when someone dies so close changes a lot, but I never lost hope that I would grab it again, you know what I mean? And I did, for sure I did, and I had a lot of happy moments in my life. This year something really bad happened, if you want, because people probably call it bad. I don't see it as really bad. I see it as the last step that I needed in order to be fully awake or awaken. I don't know. But it helped. I'm ready to more challenges and I hope you guys continue with me. I had to explain that I come from a place of truth regarding Simian lines. I want to explain you all my journey, and if you can come with me, that would make me really happy, because I need you guys. I need you, because support is not something that you find everywhere. And like I said, I'm not a person who talks with people about those things, and even emotional things. If you're a really good friend, but not with everyone. But in here, I feel like you all understand me. You all feel like I do. That comforts me. Comforts me? It doesn't exist, this word. That gives me comfort. That's what I wanted to say. Anyway, bye guys. See you soon. Please don't forget to click this bell icon over here on top. You can get more notices when I do videos. Please subscribe to the channel and comment down here what you want me to talk about, for instance, because I'm going to talk about Simian lines, but you guys may want me to talk about other stuff. I do have my own channel. I'm going to leave a link here so you can go and check it. It's really young, so it only has 3 videos, and I'm trying to do day-to-day stuff. Like I did a review on this bag, and I talk about YouTubers that I like. It's more personal, yet it's not as deep as this one. It's sort of where I can just drop it whatever I want and have fun with the channel. And this one is much more emotional and very special for me, because this is a life journey. This is a quest that I'm doing. Appreciate that support that you guys give me, because it helps me in a lot of ways. Thank you so much for that. So I'll see you guys soon.